Finally, some good weather. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video. Finally, we are ready to get back to the track with the new Prey Performance. So, unfortunately, I haven't uploaded in the last about week and a half, but it's because we've just had really bad weather, guys. I've been meaning to try to get this car back out and tested with the Nitrous, and unfortunately we just haven't been able to do that, getting rain left and right every afternoon. But we are ready to go back to the track today. It is finally open and we are going to go and see just how well the Prey Performance tune works and performs at the track, along with testing out our Nitrous system again, this time going back and trying to dial back our timing. Instead of pulling 4 degrees, we'll just pull 3 degrees. But before we do all that, I want to go ahead and go back and pull a plug and look at it, inspect it, and see if everything's looking good, and hopefully we can get some indications of whether we can pull that timing back or not, so that we are running safe and not having any issues at the track. Let's go ahead and pull the spark plug and show you guys what we're looking at. And something that I'm finally going to use for the first times, guys, is these LED lit gloves. I got these for my birthday from my sister, and they go on both hands. You get one for each side and you can turn the LED on and off, and that should help me work here in the darkness that we have there. So hopefully these work out pretty cool. Okay, so here we have the spark plug, guys, and as you guys can see, it's actually really good condition. I don't see any oil. It's nice and clean. The electrode is still right in its spot. It's got a little bit of copper from the anti-seize down at the bottom, but right here on this ground strap, you guys can see where the coloring kind of stops, and it is right around this little top part. So, and it's a little more difficult. Usually if you're reading plugs, you want to actually read these right at the end of the nitrous pull. When you let off the gas, you really want to turn the car off and let it coast and check and pull plugs at that point. That's really the best way to read these, because once you are driving back around and doing all that, then all this stuff can get kind of basically eliminated. All the evidence, all the details that you want to look at can be eliminated. But you guys can see here the nice little powdery side of things, and you got about half a ring, which means we're doing really good. So if you got this white coating all the way around the full ring, then that's not a good thing. And so you want to look and have a little bit space here. And looking at the strap, basically depending on the timing and how much timing you do, you'll see different discoloration on the ground strap. And here we can kind of see that it's up in this top part. If you zoom in really closely, you can see the discoloration little band, and it's actually really good. So our timing is actually pretty good. We're looking really solid. And now, can we get away with 1 degree less? I think so. I don't think 1 degree will affect it too much, and it should run well with 1 degree pulled back. Before we leave, let's give you guys a cold startup. I believe this is in tour mode. And you can see the valves are actually closed right there. I don't know if you can see it, but that is tour mode, guys, and that's the way I've got it set up. We go ahead and we close the valves, especially on startup. Now this is something I customized on the tune. So not usually every mode, whether you're in tour, sport, or track, you can get a rumble start, which basically leaves the valves open for a few seconds, but I have it set to just be closed when it's in tour mode. When we're at the track, we'll be definitely opening up the exhaust and putting it in sport to make sure that we get the most flow possible. So we're gonna let it warm up and then head to the track. Well, we are here, guys, and it is a beautiful day. The car is already teched in, ready. We're in line, and you see there's a pretty long line already. Got here about 15 minutes before they open the gates, and we are ready. We're gonna go ahead and pop the trunk, pop the hood, make sure this thing cools off a little bit. Even though with this big of a line, there's really not much that is gonna get cooled down while you're waiting in the staging lanes. But we'll still let everything cool down. First pass, we're gonna go ahead and do just NA. We're not gonna run any nitrous, and we're gonna try a couple things. If you guys are tuned by Prey, then you'll know exactly what I'm talking about as far as how the launch goes. And if you're not, well then he can explain it if he wants to let people know. But it should be really interesting. It's an interesting take on the launch, but looking forward to trying that out and seeing if we can get our 60 foots down. And if we can, the car is going to do really well. So fingers crossed. The DA right now is about 1500 or so, which is really good for this type of weather, for almost being the summer. Looking forward to seeing how it does, and hopefully we get to see a bunch of cars race. Closer. Just saw what looked like a Hellcat run at 1079 at 130, guys. Remember, first pass, we're just doing NA, no nitrous. So we just want to see, kind of make sure our logs look good and make sure we're getting that launch good with the new technique that Prey has kind of helped me out with. And we'll see how it goes. We're going to be running a nitrous Mustang that's running a 175 shot, guys. Probably going to beat us because we're not spraying, but we'll see. Just saw another Hellcat run at 10.5 at 131, so we'll see how this goes. Alright, we got a good burnout. Make sure we start the draggy. Now, time to try this new technique. Felt really good. That felt really good. The car took off and launched. It was pretty damn good the way it launched, guys. Woo! Oh boy, that was fun. Draggy says an 1112 at not sure how much, but did really good. So we've got an 1109, so 11.1 at 128 with a 1.8 60 foot. We're gonna look over the logs, make sure everything looked good. The Mustang did crazy well, a 1.6 60 foot and 107.7 to the 8th, and a 10.3 at 131.74. That is really good. Man, see, we need to get that 60 foot down, guys. Once we get that 60 foot down, this thing is really gonna run. Now, let's try some nitrous and see how it does. It goes second run. This is gonna be a nitrous run, and we're gonna see what it does with activation at 2,700 RPM. And hopefully, with the way the car ran on NA, we should see I would expect about a 10.5, 10.6 pass. So fingers crossed everything works well, and this thing will be a mid 10-second car. So all right, we've got the data logger running. Everything is recording perfectly, and we're going to be going up against a C6 Vet, guys. So we'll see how this goes. Our nitrous is off, so we can do a good burnout. We got to remember to get the nitrous purge ready. Interesting. Woo! Man. So I didn't do the trick that I was supposed to do on the launch, just natural reaction. Turn the nitrous off. But it looks like Draggy says a 10.7.0, which basically I would say that's a 10.6 pass. But it ran really good. We'll see what the logs show, and hopefully we might be able to get one more pass in. We'll see. All right, guys, finally our fastest pass yet, with our best 60 foot yet with the Camo, 1.77. we're so close. Our 8th mile is ridiculously good, 697 at 106.4. awesome. And a 132 mile an hour, our fastest mile an hour as well, and a 1067. That is freaking awesome. All right, guys, third run. Again, this time we're gonna do the same 100 shot, but we are putting back a degree and only pulling 3 degrees of timing throughout the run, still spraying at 2700 RPM, and hopefully the car can get into the 10.5s. We'll see. We'll see just how much 1 degree of timing does difference wise. So it looks like we're going to be running a Hellcat, guys, and I'm not sure if you guys can see from here, but I met a 8-speed Camaro SS that has a ZL1 LT4 blower, that guy right there, and that car is running a 10.6 at 130 with LT4 blower, LT4 heads, cam, and 10 pounds of boost on E85. Now he said he made about 660 to the wheels on his setup. So that makes me feel really good about this car, guys. I think this car is doing really well, and I'm looking forward to how this car is going to run. Well, I take it back, guys. We're going to be running a Fox body, so that'll be interesting. We'll see how that goes. Nitrous is purged. Draggy is rolling. Data log is going. Let's get it, guys. Damn. Okay, I think we hit the 10.5s there, guys. The Draggy has us at 1061 at 132. So mile per hour wise, didn't really do too much. It's almost pretty identical, guys. It looks like, if anything, we just got a better 60 foot. So we'll check the logs and we'll see. Maybe it was just a better 60 foot that time. But timing wise, it didn't really do too much more. So close to our 10.5, guys. A 1060 at 132.4. So 60 foot dropped to a 1.73, which is the best 60 foot. So definitely did a lot better there. Worked really good. Okay, guys, so here we've got the 2 slips. This is my fastest one, 1060 at a 132.45. And you can see here, the last pass with 4 degrees pulled, it was a 1067 at 132.43. So timing wise, I mean, pretty much identical. The biggest difference was our 60 foot. Our previous pass was a 1.77 and this time is a 1.73, and that 1.73 carried out with an eighth of a mile of a 6.91 and a compared to a 6.97 at pretty much slightly equal mile per hour. So the car did really well, got so close to a 10.5, but I'm still very happy. The 100 shot did what it was supposed to do. Well guys, there you have it. A really good, actual successful night here at the track. The car ran its best time ever in probably worst DA it's ever had, the worst weather. And I'm excited. I can't wait to go back and do a few different types of changes. Maybe go up to a 150 shot and continue practicing my launches to get them down. We got into the 1.7s today, which was amazing. We just got to keep working on them and tweaking things, and we'll be back even stronger. But anyway guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.